Hey, what's going on, ESGN Nation, and welcome back to another episode here on the MLB Road to the Show with Rashad Bolden. This is episode 213. If you don't know, this is based off, roughly based off myself here as a hopeful MLB. Growing up, I was, want to be an MLB player, but, didn't really have the talent to do that. So why not do it in a video game land? Here we are in this series here. We're with the Padres, and of course, this has been a struggle. We've been on the struggle bus quite often here in this series here. Now, Bolden, of course, he's been having a great career, and he's already brought this team a World Series. But the last two seasons now making it almost now 3 here on this one, it's been a real just pain in the butt. And now today we have to, I believe we're going on the road here to St. Louis, play the Cardinals. So Bolden's going to go at least somewhat back home here in the state of Missouri and face the Cardinals, who are currently right now in first place. They have a 1.5 game lead over the Reds in the NL Central. And of course, we are just we're swimming among sharks there in our division there in the NL West. It's been, of course, Bolden's been making it very, public that he wants to be gone. He wants to be traded. I believe this is his last year, at least his final year that he has to be tied to the Padres before he can see free agency. So I think we're about to finish year 5, get into year 6, and then he can venture out. But of course, he's been asking for a trade, and he doesn't care. As long as it's not with these Padres, as long as it's with a contender, because he's already had that taste of success on the field of being, a World Series champion, of course, the MVP of that World Series. He wants more of it, and he just feels like he cannot do it here in San Diego. So we'll see what Bolden can do as we go here to the top of the first here. This is a fly ball out to center field here, and this is going to be caught at the wall. Wow, what a play. As I believe that's John Jay out there at center field who catches that one, and of course robbing us of possibly maybe a hit, definitely a hit, but maybe a double, as John Jay, of course, gets on his horse. Now we're here in the top of the 4th, and we'll see. This is going to be a ball that's going to be grounded there to the infield, and of course we're down by 4 runs. Well, of course, why not? Let's just be that way. Like I said, it's fun. Sometimes it's fun having a struggle, especially when, if we were in the hunt right now, there's a battle going on in the division, I wouldn't mind it. But when we're just purposely just not pitching really well, not hitting very well, and of course Bolden's, he's part of that too. He's not doing so well himself at times. It's just really irritating. It's like, the organization overall does not want to, spend some cash. Now, yes, San Diego is one of those small market teams. There's not much hoopla, and of course it's not like the teams that are out there right now, or at least with the Padres that are currently right now playing very well in IRL. But come on, you got this kid that just bombs over Baghdad when it comes to hitting home runs out of the ballpark. There, you would think they would bring some more, other arms in there to help them with, help with pitching, and bring at least another bat or two. It doesn't have to be a power bat, but just a guy that can get on base and help out, bringing it, so he can drive in RBIs. And of course, Bolden, on his part there, he needs to be more focused and not worry about going for the long ball. Just find the pitch, drive it, and especially when there's runners in scoring position, bring him home. As you see, they're 0 for 3 in this one, only with an RBI. So we have to try to see what we can do now coming up in this next game, as we do end up losing 6-2. So again, we're still on that struggle bus there, and there's still a lot of issues going on within the organization, and of course Bolden. Of course, making it public, has been a thing, and it still is still a thing. We're hoping, as you see there, Cardinals are just very hot right now, playing some really good baseball. We just have to figure out how we can try to do the same here for ourselves. So let's go to the second game here. As you see there, the records for both squads here, and of course, you know, I really honestly, it just, I mean, for us, as long as it's at least talking to Bolden, he just says he wants to go to a contender. He wants to go to a team that is striving for something, that has a chance to be in the playoffs. He wants that. He wants to get away from San Diego as possible. He doesn't care if what division it's in, or if it's AL or NL, as long it's a team that can compete. And he's, you know, and he's not necessarily the centerpiece of that team, but he's a working part of that team. You know, he's a team. He's an importance to that team. Not the important person on the team, but the important person on that team. As we take a look there, he flies out to wrap up the inning. Go now to the fourth inning, and we'll see what he can do here with bases empty and nobody out here. First pitch, and this is going to be hit there, out there again. Deep, high, and this one again gets caught by John Jay. Damn you, John Jay. You and your amazing speed, the wheels that you have out there in center field. As we take a look here, and again, another just more warning track power there. And, of course, that's not going to help Bolden or the Padres here. Now, Bolden is trying to play. He's still trying to play well because he knows that he is. You know, he's been talking to his agent here as late, and there's been kind of some whispers around him about possibly getting traded. And of course, you know, for him to be tradable, he's still got to play well. He cannot just mail it in and just do whatever. He still has to be presentable. He still has to be he has to show other teams, hey, this is the reason why you guys should pick me up. So it's very important for him to do well at the plate and, of course, on the field there. As we see, the Cardinals decide to go ahead and just roll up Bolden, as he's going to go ahead and take first base. And that right there is pretty much it, as the Cardinals do a great job here of just pretty much taking us down here in this one. They win this one 4-3 is your final score. Bolden goes again 0 for 3 here. So a second game in a row now, he has gone 0 for in this one. And that is not how you want to present yourself to potential other ball clubs, other 29 ball clubs that are out there. You don't want to be in that situation. You don't want to be, you don't want to look that you're not tradable, because there are a lot of teams that are in there looking for his bat. They need power, and there's talks of maybe going to Colorado, which Bolden kind of said, yeah. Other teams, of course, Colorado's not, it's in our division, but they're not, competing right now for a division title. Other teams like the Cardinals are looking for some power, along with, of course, the Yankees, which we don't want to get into that. I think I've gotten that before in my series over there with Simon Unger. Boston, and of course the Texas Rangers. I think the Rangers would be a good fit for him, as we see a swing and a miss there, as Bolden just kind of laughing that one off there, as he pretty much can't be upset too much, but only with himself on that bat. Let's go now to the fourth inning, and we'll see what he can do with one runner on board and nobody out. This one's a fly ball out to right field. It's out of bounds territory there, and they get this one, as the right fielder makes a nice play getting there. Now Bolden there, you see 18 home runs, 65 RBIs. He's already flied out and struck out now. He's 0 for 2, and he could be going for 0 for 3 here in this one, just like he did in the last 2 nights. So one runner on board and 1 out. Cardinals lead this one by 1, and we'll see Bolden here hits this one there high and deep over the right field, and the right fielder finds it, camps, and gets it. So nice job, as again they get Bolden to go after a pitch like that and have him just float this one out of the ballpark. We'll go now to extra innings here. We're able to scrape up enough runs to tie this up, as we'll see 2 out, 1 on, and Bolden here is going to have to try to run this one out here. Can he do it? Oh, nice job, as they will score that as a base hit there infield base hit. Take a look here. Oh, just a chop there. And pitcher just can't get there on time to throw this one there. And Bolden is there on first safely. But that right there pretty much sums it up here as the Cardinals go ahead and get a sweep here. Sweep us right out of Busch Stadium here. Joe Kelly, your player of the game, 6 2/3 innings of work. Only gave up 1 run and had a nice day there for himself. But for us, it's still, again, the struggle is real, you guys. Hashtag struggle real. For real. Because this is almost getting to a point now where the series has been, if we don't get traded here, I'm going to really have to do a lot of just simming. Maybe I'll sim a month and then, show you guys, I'll play a month worth of games or something like that, or a couple games here and there in a month. But yeah, it's just not how I want this. I don't want to have my series be like this. I don't want to have it. And I've been wanting to move. I really want to move them over to 20. But in order to do that, we have to be in the 2020 calendar for us to do that. So, yeah, like I said, we're on a 4-game losing streak right now. We got to turn things around here as we got a series coming up. We finish off our road trip here against Atlanta before we go back home for a quick 2-game series there against Oakland. And, of course, we go back on the road facing San Francisco and the Rangers, of all that team that could possibly be in his future here if we get traded. That's one of the teams that's been kind of want to go after him. So we'll see how things go and how things turn around here coming up in this series against Atlanta. Like I said, it's on the road. It's a 4-game set there, and we'll see how things turn out next time in the next episode. So stay tuned for episode 214 as we take on those Atlanta Braves coming up here in Road the Show with Rashad Bolden. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new, and hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of the series. If you want to know if you're new to the channel and don't know much about the series or about the character, you guys, there's a playlist down below from the very beginning. Also, there's other within that playlist, there's other playlists to other parts if you've watched the series in the past before and kind of missed out. We'll see what happened in the last season or whatever. There's a link to that also too there here in the description there, so you guys can follow along from the last volume of this series. But that's it for this episode of Road the Show. Again, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discord. Check us out on Patreon if you want to be a Patreon member to help out with the channel and financially help out. Don't have to. It's just if you guys feel like you want to help and be even more associated with the channel and be a part of the channel more, that'd be greatly appreciated. But also too, don't forget to check us out on our second channel as we have a road show over there also with Alex Umberto there on ESGNet LP. There is a link to that channel here on YouTube down below in the description. But that's it for me. As always, keep yourselves together healthy, stay safe, stay cool, and I will see you guys next time.